Hi, I'm Nicholas Walworth, globally published author of Investing in International Real Estate for Dummies for the famous For Dummies self-help guide. Now, I'm going to talk to you today about how to spot problems on your development site and how to catch them if they've gone wrong. So how to spot them and how to try and catch them. Now, if you haven't watched any of my videos or taken any of my advice before, I'm in the site office today. We've done a tour. It's just started raining, so we've dipped into the site office for a bit of cover. I just want to kind of highlight a few issues you get on site. We are on a huge site here. It's one of my client sites, conversion of office to residential, 30,000 square foot. And there's been numerous problems on this particular site. How do we spot those? Well, it all starts with good communication, effective communication, good meetings, minutes of meetings following on. I've talked about this in previous videos. It's having an effective process and team in place to make sure that things are caught as early as possible. Having great communication with your main contractor, working with them regularly and communicating with them to understand what possible problems could be coming up and how to protect yourself from those. Now, I did go through programming in a previous video. This is where each of the items of construction are laid out by the main contractor and the timelines of when they expect them to happen, when all the different trades are coming in and what gets affected by a certain problem. Having this kind of planning and preparation says, well, if I've got a problem with the plumbing, what's the knock-on effect here down the rest of the line, and how can we then squeeze up these other elements to try and get that time back? So, it comes down to proper planning, proper preparation, having the right team in place and the right advice to spot when things are happening. We've had price hikes in materials, for example. We've had problems in the slab here where it was reinforced steel. We had to have diggers in. Look on a previous video, I've been sat in diggers inside this building. It was crazy. Using diggers inside an office is quite random, but we had to get them in there to dig up this huge rebar to create big channels for all the waste and the exiting waste from the building, all the drains. So, all sorts of problems get thrown at you on a development site. And I guess, proper planning, proper communication, meeting weekly. We have weekly meetings on site, myself and the project managers, and we meet with our client on this particular site monthly. And I'm Zooming with them usually on a weekly basis or detailed summary emails to them as well. So, it's good communication between all parties, trying to foresee things. And, if you're approachable with the main contractor, you can talk to them, you can jump in and help. I've jumped in on a couple of items here to go and help get better quotes to speed up subcontractors that we're using, like the wrapping company. I've been in communication with them. I helped design that entire wrap and then worked with a designer to put in place visually what we thought we wanted, and then we worked through several designs. So it's about sort of communicating with various people, trying to get the job done as fast as possible. As well as some of those bigger issues that I've mentioned on site, you've got to keep an eye on the construction team. Sometimes the main contractor's working with, well, all the time, they're working with lots of different subcontractors. And sometimes you've got to watch out for their relationships and see if they're getting on. Like we've had some complications with the flooring company working here, are absolutely excellent, by the way, but our site wasn't ready for them part of the time. So they piled in with a load of guys expecting to be able to rip through the flooring. And actually there was rooms not finished and there was, other tradesmen on that overlap. We look at that programming, we had sort of other tradesmen still in a flat. So the flooring guys, couldn't come in, so they got delayed. So, you've got to watch all of the sort of sub-relationships within the build, and that's why all the weekly team meetings, the updates, the communication becomes more and more important, to make sure that everyone's on the same page and communicating. You're pulling everyone together and motivating everyone. I think that's a really important factor as well. Letting them understand your reasons for wanting something a certain way or the time scales, why you need something. So on this site, for example, we want the wrap on a bit quicker. We've sped that up towards the end of the site now and it's going on. We had to push to get that ordered early rather than leave it right to the last minute because we want to sell the apartments and we want it to look attractive. So, we've just released sales in the last couple of months and they're quite slow because the building still looks like an ugly duckling. As soon as that wrap goes on, the tarmac down, all the landscaping, all the trees, it's going to be way more attractive. It's going to be a lovely place to come in with glass balustrades as you're walking up the stairs. The quality will be immediately apparent. You're walking onto a building site still, and that's going to affect sales. So we are selling a few off plan, which is great, but they'll start to flood in when we've got the finished product and people, homeowners, which is what this will be for, so on Help to Buy, so young professionals, they want to touch and feel it and they want to be wowed. They want to feel and fall in love with their home. It's very, very hard to do that on a building site, even with a show home. So, it's just one of the things to bear in mind, when you've got a construction site, is making sure that all the subcontractors are working together, your needs are met, you're explaining and communicating what you need and when you need it, and hopefully you can all come together and deliver that site, on time and on budget. So I hope that video has been useful. few more tips on kind of working with your construction team, and hopefully highlight a few of the issues that can happen about motivating that team. But yeah, if this has been useful, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when we post other videos. If you don't hit that bell icon, you won't get notified, you won't see the videos. Hugely useful content. Hopefully they're useful for you. If you'd like to work with me, log on to nicholaswarwork.com/mentorship. We do the mentoring, the JVs, all that stuff on there. Or send me a message. We'd also do, you know, all the JVs and stuff. Martin Roberts and myself do the JVs, which we've launched recently, which is hugely exciting. We've doubled our network size by working together, so we can deliver more projects for more clients and help them build their portfolios. So if you've got big aspirations, we can work with you and help you deliver those. I will see you on another video very soon, and make sure you comment, tell me what you're up to on your own journeys, and take care for now. Bye-bye.